What's good, boys? So, in today's video, I genuinely just want to sit down and talk and tell you guys the mindset shift that I needed to have in order to make 15, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, and even 60K in a single month as a 19-year-old clothing brand owner. Now, for one of my students, we are at $324 and it's like 12:19 p.m. I'm going to show you guys the results that we hit yesterday. It was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. We hit like 823 with only like 180 on ad spend, which is really good. But yeah, what I really want to do is help you guys out. Majority of you guys who are just failing right now are going through a mental shift. Majority of you guys who are failing with their clothing brand, you guys are working a 9 to 5. You guys are genuinely grinding like you have no other, but you guys are still seeing no result. It's simply just a mindset change that you guys need to have, which I'll be explaining in this video. Once you guys be able to watch this full video and implement everything that I teach you guys for your mental, it will work so well. Then you'll finally start to put pieces together. You guys will finally be able to invest into your workspace. For example, get nice keyboards, nice mouses, dual monitor setups, nice chairs, nice PCs, Balenciagas, more Balenciagas. You guys will be able to finally start just having cash just lay around, just doing nothing, sitting on your table. Like, honestly, I might just go and just blow this whole shit on my girl or something. But more of the story, let's go ahead. Walk downstairs. My apartment complex is like a resort. Moving to Miami was like one of the best things I could have done. I'm not gonna lie. It is so fun just to chill around here. Oh, it looks like it was raining a little bit. Oh yeah, it is raining actually. Let me see here. Yeah, it's definitely raining outside. So we might just hop in the Tesla. So I'll meet you guys once we get in the Tesla because it's raining. I don't want to get my DJI camera wet or anything. I don't even think it's waterproof or nothing. But yeah, so look, you reading pretty bad out there. I could feel it from over here, and it's like closed up top. So I'll meet you guys once we get in the whip. Bro, like it is just raining like pretty bad outside. Like what the hell, bro? The weather is low-key shady today. Do not let weather ruin your brain and your work ethic. So we're gonna go ahead and figure something outside. Alrighty, boys, we just hopped up in the Tesla. It's still raining pretty bad outside, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but anyways, let's get straight into the video. When you guys are first starting your clothing brand and you guys feel like you're not really getting anywhere at all, there is a certain reason for that. And for me, when I was in that same exact situation, it was simply just a matter of time. I knew that I was gonna get rich. I knew that during that point in time, I may not have been rich or been making a lot of money, but I knew that it was going to happen. And I feel like that's exactly one thing that made me in the position that I'm at now. I didn't think like, oh, when is it gonna come? Why am I in this position? I just thought if I thug it out long enough and just continue to work, two things are gonna happen. I'm either gonna get rich, make crazy amount of money, live the dream life that I want, or I'm gonna end up dying trying to. It was either those two things. And I didn't give myself any other decision. I knew that, you know what, a 9 to 5 was just not for me. School was just not for me. I ended up dropping out of high school, did not make it past 12th grade at all. I literally dropped out at I think 11th grade or something like that. And once I finally was able to go ahead and determine like, you know what, I'm putting in the work. I knew that these things are going to work because it worked for me in the past. I just knew that it was just simply a matter of time. Now, a lot of you guys who are watching could be in totally different positions. For example, it could be capital, right? Which, just to start off with capital, you guys are going to need capital. Don't think that you guys can start up a clothing brand with like $100, $500, or $1,000. It's impossible. It's not going to work. The pre-order method is dead. I'm telling you, once Shopify sees that you guys get like 20, 30, 40 orders and it's been like 2 to 3 weeks that you haven't shipped, they're gonna shut down your store. It's simply just going to happen. So you're gonna need at least like 5 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10K just to invest. Now, 10K is like a little overboard. Like 10K is like a cool amount of money. Like you'll be able to run ads, bulk orders, influencer marketing. You'll be able to get everything done. 5K, that's pretty much like the minimum that you're gonna need. Like that's the baseline in order for you to actually start up your clothing brand and make it. Now, you don't need that full amount of money up front. Like for example, let's just say you guys are working your 9 to 5. You guys get paid like $2,500, $3K a month. The only thing that you guys will need to do is probably put 2 bands to the side and save that for the brand. The next month, go ahead and put the extra 2 bands to the side. But instead of wasting that whole entire 2 months just trying to save up, use that 2 bands as leverage. Go ahead and get designs made, go ahead and get samples made, go ahead and start trying to get influencers in your clothes. Order more samples than what you're going to need to. So for example, let's just say you guys want to go ahead and have 5 influencers in your clothes. Instead of just sitting there and waiting for things to come to you, or you're waiting for the perfect moment, go ahead and use what you have as leverage. This is one thing I like to tell my students that are in my inner circle. Your money is a tool. It all depends on just how you use it. Like for example, we just got a sale right now. And in order to get this single sale right here, what we needed to do is use the money as leverage to run ads. Now, I had a few students who would go ahead and before they even got into the mentorship, they would talk to me to see if it was a good fit. And I noticed that they were just in the wrong position. They were not willing to use their money as a tool to invest into ads. They were not willing to go ahead and get samples at that point. They were not willing to invest into Shopify subscriptions. And as little as that sounds, they were just on the tiny bit edge of not willing to invest into their knowledge. Meanwhile, they were going ahead and trying to do everything themselves for a whole entire year straight and didn't even make $5,000 in that singular year. But what happened? They ended up going ahead investing into their knowledge. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use one. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use one student as an example. In the last 30 days, he was able to go ahead and make $12,000 and just to spend the 30 days with his clothing brand. Now beforehand, he was making about like 3 to like 4K a month. He had really good products and all that stuff, which I'm gonna go ahead and get into products shortly. But one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people do when they are going and getting into the clothing brand industry, or they already are in the clothing industry, but they are just not where they wanna be at, it's a lot of the money. I hear a lot of people like, oh, that's too much money. Oh, I feel uncomfortable investing that much money. Oh, you know, bulk orders are 5K. Oh no, I don't wanna spend 5K on a bulk order. You need to understand that if you're looking for a change, things are going to feel uncomfortable. Like, if you're stuck in the same position, you don't like being in that same position, but the only reason why you're in there is because it's comfortable. And that's exactly why you guys are probably in the position that you're at right now. Now, I'm gonna speak for myself, right? I feel like one of the reasons on why I'm not at 100K a month yet is realistically because I'm comfortable in where I'm at. I just posted a video like yesterday talking about how there is a danger zone when you reach 40, 50K a month. It's extremely terrible with that danger zone. And you know, when I see people get into there, they get extremely comfortable. They don't want to invest more. They don't want to invest, you know, a third of that. They want to go ahead and just live their good lifestyle, because at 40K a month, realistically, you can genuinely live the lifestyle that you want. For example, I got the whip, I got the crib, I'm able to eat whatever I want, buy whatever shoes, designer, whatever the hell I want, and still have money left over. I'm able to go ahead and throw my mom some bread. I'm able to go ahead and take my brother out and my girl out, cover all the expenses, and still have money. So one of the biggest things is it's comfortableness. So for you, for example, let's just say you're working your job, you're probably comfortable doing what you're doing. If not, you would have already been in the position that you're in now. You would have already grown out of that. So one thing that I like to say is do things that make you uncomfortable. For example, go ahead and grab a notebook, write down pros and cons. Go ahead and write down all your pros that you have to what position you want to be in. And then on the cons, write down everything that you don't like within the position that you're in right now. Now from there, go ahead and look at the pros, the cons, and understand the exact person that you need to be in order to meet the pros that you specifically want. And to be honest, let's just say it's making 20K a month. You need to understand that the only way that you're gonna make 20K a month in a timely manner is you're gonna need somebody to help you, or you're gonna end up spending years trying to learn it. And that's just the realistic truth. Nobody likes to hear it. Everybody thinks that, oh, I could do it myself. Oh, this person here did it himself. But what you guys do not know is that these brand owners, they have mentors, they have ad scalers, they have content managers, they have creative and directors. They have all these different things, and you think that you can go ahead and do it yourself. Meanwhile, you have not shown nothing that you can do it yourself at all. And that's exactly where a lot of you guys go ahead and mess up at. And that's where you need to understand that if you want to be at the 20K, 50K, 40K, whatever it is a month, look at the people who are in there and see on what they're doing. If those people had a mentor in the past, get a mentor. If they have an ad scaler in the past, or they currently have an ad scaler, go ahead and get an ad scaler. And no, I'm not talking about those people who do it for free up front and then just charge a little commission. The realistic truth is that if you genuinely want someone to run your ads for you, you're gonna pay anywhere from like 2K to 3K. And that's just the upfront cost, is not including commission. So understand that if you are genuinely looking for someone who has a good skill set, they are going to charge you a good amount of money. Don't think it's cheap. Nothing in this industry is cheap. And I've seen a lot of people who go ahead and try to get into it because they think it's cheap. and they think it's a get money quick scheme. It's not. I'm telling you, your first drop, this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna go ahead and get all these samples made. You're gonna look at them. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. Okay, let me go ahead and start promoting. And I want you guys to listen to exactly what I'm saying, because this is where the mental mind shift needs to change. Boom, you go ahead, you start promoting. Okay, cool. Now you drop in 2 weeks. Perfect. You go ahead, you start promoting. Let me go ahead and show you guys this one video here. This is a prime example on what I mean, that you guys cannot be making content like this during that time of promoting. There's this person I've seen on my my For You page, and this content here is literally horrible. Oh, look at that. As we speak, we just got a sale. But more of the story, this content here is just horrible. You are not going to be getting no crazy sales with this. Same thing like this. You are not going to be getting no crazy sales with these type of slideshows. It's just not going to happen. Another thing too, this content here, it looks like they're trying to be good, right? Which if the product itself was good, it would have worked. But their product here is just too simple. You simply just cannot go ahead and slap your logo onto a product and say, oh, it might do good. No, it's not gonna work. For example, how many of you people even ever heard of this brand? Because this is my first time seeing it, and it's completely dog shit. It'll make me never ever want to buy it. So right there alone, they are just missing out on sales, because they're getting people to go ahead and see it, for example, like me, but they're not getting no sales because their products are dog shit. So you guys need to understand that you guys need to be making products that are unique but also trending. This is where the mental mind shift needs to change. I see a lot of people who try to join the inner circle, which if you guys want to go ahead and join the inner circle, you guys can go ahead and apply down in the link in the description. It's going to be the first link. But what they would say, oh, I want to be unique. I want to be different from everybody else. You're wrong. You're never going to get anywhere like that. And it's super important to understand that the only way that you're going to get somewhere is if you're not unique and you're different. It's not going to work. Remember, you need to be somebody in order to make things poppin'. So let's go ahead and put it in example. Let's just say that there's a rapper, right? He is somebody, and he changes up the whole entire style of whatever it is. The only reason why people are gonna follow that is because he's somebody. So let's go ahead and look at your brand. Let's just say you have like 5K followers, 4K followers. 90% of them are manufacturers, probably, if we are being realistic here. And they're just completely spamming your comment section and everything, spamming your DMs. But you, let's just say you try to switch it up, nobody's gonna go and listen to you. Whether it looks tough or not, nobody cares, because you're a nobody. Remember, people like to follow trends, and if your thing is not trending, it's not gonna work. Now you may be thinking, what if it does end up trending? It's not, because your marketing probably sucks. Remember, in order to have good marketing, you genuinely need to step out of the business mindset and hop into the consumer's mindset. So, for example, when I make clothing, I simply hop into the consumer's mindset. I don't think like a businessman on, you know, oh, I'm making this product, da-da-da. No. The only time you think like a businessman is when it comes to money. That's the only way. When it comes to the back end systems, etc. When it comes to marketing, when it comes to, you know, your photo shoots, when it comes to all these different things with the brand, it comes to you being in a consumer mindset. So if you guys are continuing to be like, oh, you know, this product here is really good because I made it. No, you guys can't think like that. Go ahead, look on TikTok, right? This is what I would do if I was you guys. Go ahead and make a separate account and just make this like an alt account for your clothing brand, and simply just like only clothing brand videos on there. So that your entire For You page is just simply clothing brand stuff. And now your mind is going to be flooded with new trending ideas 24/7. Now, I'm not saying to go ahead and steal people's designs. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. You may get some backlash for it, like I did, like in 2025, early 2025. I ended up making that mistake, copying somebody. And, you know, it was a get quick money scheme, but it died out pretty fast once the trend died. And then it was like, what the hell do you do next? So then after that, I had to figure out exactly on like, how do I sell a product to sell itself and not just rely on trends? So I ended up learning that skill set after a couple of months, paid for mentorships, and now it's just became super easy. I was wondering, I was like, how the heck 2-3 years ago did I not know this? Because it ends up becoming simple once you actually see it and understand it. Once you actually start getting the Shopify payments coming in, you guys start seeing the Shopify notifications pull up. It's like, okay, this is getting pretty easy. Now, to do it for a long term, it gets a little difficult, I would say that. Mainly because, you know, when something is going really high up, you know, all this dopamine is going up here because your sales are up here. Then once it starts dropping just a little bit, you're like, oh, you start panicking, you start doing impulsive decisions. Then it starts popping up again, you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. Then it boop, drops all the way down here. Then you're like, holy shit, you start panicking, doing a bunch of different things, and that's when it genuinely gets hard. That's exactly why my inner circle is for 90 days. Because let's just say it was for 30 days, and that 30-day period, you're not gonna be able to see all this. You're not gonna be able to see this. You're not gonna know exactly what to do. But then in a 90-day period, which is 3 months, you're gonna be able to see this, this. Then you're gonna finally understand by me teaching you and holding your hand, you're gonna see like, okay, JoJo doesn't panic. JoJo goes ahead and does this, this, and this in order for it to go up like this and stay consistent like this. So one of the biggest things that I would say for you guys to go ahead and do is simply just step out of that mindset of a businessman, okay? Only come to the businessman mindset when it comes to the money, the financial, you know, the back end system, etc. But when it starts coming down to the product itself, the marketing itself, think like a consumer. Think like your target audience. I'm pretty sure you guys probably hear a couple people say that, not really, because I really don't hear it. But you need to think like a consumer because you are not selling to you. I see a lot of people like, oh, I don't really care about the money. You know, I just want to make clothes for myself, you know, and people will buy it. No, that's wrong. That's where you guys need to step out of that mindset and hop into a new one as a consumer. Okay. I just had somebody who thought exactly like that. I told him, yo, bro, like your products are horrible. I simply told him, yo, your products are trash, which if you guys want to go ahead and join the free Discord server, I go ahead and I'd be straight up with you. I tell you if your products are trash or not. For example, we have this chat and it's product feedback. I literally told this guy his shit's horrible. And then same thing all the way up here. Just people's stuff is completely trash. And it literally looks like bots are making this stuff here. The only good product that I really seen was this one. Like this one here was super tough. It was mixed in with like the leopard print and then like that. I don't even know what the heck the thing is, but it just looks super cool. More of the story, go ahead, join the free Discord server. You guys can go ahead and drop in your ad creatives in there. I'll give you guys my honest feedback. You guys can go ahead and drop in your products that you guys have. I'll tell you if it's a good product or not. But more of the story, boys, your mental shift is what's gonna get you rich or keep you broke. It's one or the other. It's never gonna keep you in the middle. If not, you guys are gonna be living like everybody else, and I highly doubt that you guys wanna do that. So one thing that I would definitely suggest for you guys to go ahead and do, think like a consumer, do things that make you feel uncomfortable. So for example, if you guys don't feel like dropping this product because it's out of your style, go ahead, drop it. That means it's gonna make you uncomfortable. Train yourself to do things uncomfortably so that when it comes to actually doing something that may change your life, that uncomfortable feeling is gonna become super easy to go ahead and face, and the results on the other side of it could be super good. Another thing too, investor money. Don't be scared money. If your samples end up costing you $500 to $1,000, invest it. Fuck it. Remember, we only got one life to live. If you're out here complaining about $500 to $1,000 and you guys are trying to make $10,000, $15,000, what is $1,000 or what is $500? It's nothing. Buy those damn samples. Invest that money into ads. If somebody goes, yo, let's spend $100 on ads, and you're like, no, I don't want to. No. Spend the $100. Who cares? Do it for a week straight. That's $700. Fuck it. Who knows? You may learn something. You may not gain something, but you may learn something. Or who knows? That might end up be the freaking pop-up of your life. You end up making crazy amount of money just over that $700 investment and making yourself feel uncomfortable. But anyways, boys, that's it more for the video. I appreciate all y'all going ahead and listening. And I hope that everything here simply just changes everything within your life. I know that a lot of the things I said may have hurt your feelings, may have made you feel like, what the hell? But trust me, it's for the better. You guys need all this stuff to come together in order for your mental shift to change and actually see better results. That's the only way that I was able to grow. Making yourself grow is by doing things that are different, not doing the same thing. So for all those who go ahead and want to join the inner circle, want to be able to make your first 10K, 20K a month, just like, for example, like Tane did right here, or like Certified Fraud did right here, you guys can go ahead and apply down below. Join the free Discord server as well. Anyways, I love you all. Peace.